5G Consulting is based in Paris, Texas. We employ 2 CAD designers, office staff, 3 engineers. We do work all over the United States and all over the world. This is our office staff that happens to be in the office today. Here's one of our CAD designers, Eric. Rick is our engineering manager. Chris is another one of our CAD designers. And Kim is our office manager. Today, Ted is off in Estonia. Joe is working in Florida. So this is a typical situation where maybe one engineer is in-house and the other 2 probably traveling, working on projects. 5G designs dairies all over the world. The type of dairies that we're designing across the world are basically modeled after North American dairies. The only place in the world you can go and find large facilities that are built efficiently are basically in the United States. Commonly have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 cow dairies. You're not going to find those kind of facilities in Germany, Holland, New Zealand, Australia. The United States is where we have lots and lots of big dairies. And they're all efficiently run because in the United States we've got no quota system. It's all free market. And so the dairymen have to be very efficient or they will go out of business. And dairymen in the United States do go out of business. The ones who are not efficient will go out of business. So we're used to working with a clientele that has to build large, efficient dairies. The places where we're seeing a lot of market growth in the world are in the Middle East, Russia, Eastern Europe, China. Places like this are generally building large dairies. Again, the size that I've mentioned, 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 5,000 cow dairies. These are the ones we have a lot of experience with. And we're going to model after successful dairies that we've designed here in the United States. 5G Consulting does a lot of work all over the United States. We're the largest engineering firm that deals exclusively with dairies in the world. Here's some pictures of some facilities that we've worked on across the states. Here's a 2,000 cow dairy, there's a 10,000 cow dairy, there's a 5,000 cow dairy, several 1,000 cow dairies. But we've been doing this for the past 40 years. We have a lot of experience in this size of facilities. There's a lot of knowledge that's been built up here, and we're trying to take this knowledge and deliver it to our overseas customers. Here's just a top sheet of several drawings that we work on, complete engineering packages for dairies. Of course, this one here is in the United States. Here's one from New York. Here's one from Texas. Here's another one from West Texas. Here's one in North Carolina. And then start getting into some of our foreign projects. Here's Latvia. Another Latvia project. Project in Finland we're working on. Another project in Finland. One in Chile, South America. So we're working all over the world currently. This drawing is one we did 6 years ago for Saudi Arabia. This was a 5,000 cow dairy we designed for them. That same customer hired us again. They're building a 7,500 cow dairy that we've created the drawings for here, and that one's under construction right now. A large dairy facility is very complicated. There's lots of information that needs to be conveyed to the contractors. When the project's going on, there's a lot of things happening. Concrete crews working, electricians working, plumbers, lots of crews working. Decisions are being made rapidly because during the construction process the contractors need to keep moving and their questions need to be answered quickly. This is where our set of drawings come in and help ease that process through the construction process. If you don't have a good set of drawings, you can make a number of mistakes. And the mistakes basically come in two varieties. The first variety is the kind that you catch and you end up tearing back out again. I was in West Texas a few weeks ago looking at a project that was not one of our projects, but the dairyman was building a dairy. He had a poor set of plans and there was some confusion over where a lane belonged. Well, they'd already poured $60,000 worth of concrete before they realized that the lane was in the wrong place. So they're in the process of tearing all that out right now. Well, it was only $60,000 on a $5 million project, but it was a costly mistake and the dairyman will have to bear the brunt of that. The other kind of mistake that can get made is the kind of mistakes that don't get torn out, the ones that stay with you for the next 20 years. An extra pump, or a lane that's not poured just right, or some little feature that the cows have to live with for the next 20 years. It can cost you in manpower, it can cost you in milk production, it can cost you in increased cull rates in your herd. So there's lots of things that can happen in the dairy facility that can impact your production and your profitability over the long term. What 5G's job is to do is to put on paper as many of the design features as possible to help make sure we have an efficient construction experience, and also after everything is built, everything works properly. This is what we have been doing for the last 40 years. This project that we're doing for the Saudis is a 7,500 cow facility. We got everything from housing for the milking cows, dry cows, heifer facilities, calf barns, waste treatment areas, feeding facilities, guardhouse. Everything, considering the whole site, is being taken care of. Of course, we got 4 milking parlors here, double 40s each, and they're all tied together in the center. And anyways, we've got a complete layout. This is just the big picture. The other 100+ drawings are all the details that go into each part of the facility. Concrete details, structural details, just layouts of the entire facility, door window schedules, again details of a building here, maintenance area, cow lanes, flushing lanes, all elevations of concrete spelled out over the entire facility. All the information contractors are going to need to put this huge facility together. The amount of work we've done here is a large investment in time and experience. One other aspect of the growing milk market that I'd like to address, and that is of the cows. A new facility overseas may require, say, 4,000 fresh cows to be milked. They might be able to import those cows. If they can, they're probably going to cost around $3,000 a piece. So a new dairy that's going in to milk 4,000 cow may have a $12 million investment in milk cows. That alone is a large investment, and you want to protect that investment by putting them in facilities that are top-notch, world-class, top-notch facilities. There's another reason, though, also, in that as the worldwide demand for milk increases, the demand for the cows increase also, and it may become almost impossible to buy the cows in the quantities that are needed to fill these new dairies. Therefore, the facilities that are designed need to be very cow-friendly. They need to be able to put a cow in there and keep them in for a long time. The waste management system needs to be right, the floor finishes need to be right, the stalls, the milking areas, all these things need to be right, because with this large investment in cows, any small thing can cause the cull rates to get higher, And replacement cows may not even become available. Even at $3,000 a cow, you may not be able to even buy replacement cows. So all the more reason why we need to be involved to help design the facility to make sure it's world class, that you can protect the large investment in cows, which may be, like I said, in the neighborhood of $12 million for a 4,000 cow dairy. The dairy facilities may also be another $12 million, so you might have a $24 million, $25 million investment that needs to be protected. This is all the more reason why world-class facilities need to be designed to protect your investment. This is what we've been doing for the past 40 years.